Okay, y'all. I'm fixing to make some of the best cornbread you've ever put in your mouth. And it seems like I've made this before for y'all. I'm not sure, but when we were in the small place, our first small place when we were downtown, at nighttime, I couldn't do hoe cakes because the griddle was being taken up with a la carte dishes. So I said, well, we've got to have some cornbread. So I'll do my corny cheesy cornbread. And I made muffins and people loved them. And Michael said the other day, he said, you remember those wonderful muffins you used to make at the restaurant? How come you hadn't made any? So this will be the third time this week that I have made this cornbread because Aunt Peggy likes cornbread crumbled up in her buttermilk with chopped onions. To me, that just sounds so gross, but that's old Southern folk. You know, when you couldn't go into the kitchen and get you a Twinkie or something like that. You know, your treat was cornbread. All right, so I'm starting with 2 eggs that I've beaten up, and I'm using 1 8-ounce can of creamed corn. Now, make sure it is creamed. You don't want to use whole kernel because you want that creamy, creamy goodness. Sweet corn. Cream style. All right. This is so quick and easy. Now, I like my cast iron preheated. I like it hot. So it takes a long time if you just put it in the oven and wait for it to get good and hot. So I help it along by putting it, some live fire on it. All right, now I am using a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. So you can see I'm getting all my wet ingredients together first. But it doesn't matter. You can just dump. And it's going to turn out good. All right. An 8-ounce package of sour cream. Teresa, I've got to go to the grocery store. I'm out of sour cream. I'm out of butter. I've got maybe 1 tablespoon of butter in this whole house. And that gives me the shakes. That scares me. I'm out of sour cream, out of heavy cream, out of half and half.
All your favorites.
Yeah, so I got to go hit that dairy aisle as soon as we get this cornbread cooked. All right. 8 ounces of sharp cheddar. You can use any kind of cheese you want with a sharp cheddar. Works real good. All right, that's all of our wet ingredients. Now, I'm going to put some salt in it these few days that I've been making it. I thought, gosh, it needs just a little salt. So I'm going to put like a 1/2 teaspoon of salt in it. You don't have to. All right. In goes my self-rising flour. Self-rising. My self-rising cornmeal mix. Not regular cornmeal, but a mix. So when it says mix, that means that there's flour and other things in there besides just the meal. And you can find the mix in the aisle of your grocery store that's got your sugar, your powdered sugar, Uh-oh. Get back in there. How easy was that? I've got another wonderful cornbread recipe, but this one's really, really good. Now you can add at this time some cayenne pepper, which Michael would like it hot, or you could add sliced jalapeno or even pickled jalapeno. But I like it just like this. So I think our pan's pretty hot. Usually I will stick it in the oven just for a few minutes, but I know y'all are hungry, so I ain't gonna stick it in the oven. Turn that off. But if you put it in a hot pan, it gives that crusty. Hear it? That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear, y'all. That means it's going to be crusty around the edges. And I like that a lot. So I'm going to cook this maybe 25, 30 minutes. Something like that. I'll be checking on it. You can always do the toothpick test. But with this one, it's such a moist cornbread. You can be tricked too with that toothpick test. Okay, in the oven it goes. I'm gonna set it on 25, but I bet it'll take every bit of 30 minutes. I don't normally take this out of the pan. Dadgummit. And it normally does not stick, and I sprayed that sapsucker good. So, like I said, I don't normally take it out like you would a cake, but I just wanted y'all to get a good look, so I thought I'd try. Oops. I don't know. Oops, one try and then we'll see. No, I'm not going to do it. That thing is way too heavy. But, yum. I want y'all to see this cornbread because it is so good. But you know, for some reason, I like this better as muffins. And I don't know why. But, you know, it's just like the perfect amount, and every bit of it's got some crust. Okay. I got to get my little pooper scooper. If I can find it, there it is. And I hope it's done. So, because I want to. Oh, is it?
Yes.
See, it's got that crusty crust because that pan was sizzling hot. And y'all want to hear something sad? I don't have not 1 teaspoon of butter in this house. Got hot, steaming cornbread and no butter at all. But you know what? Naturally, we don't eat the whole cake at one meal unless there's company here. And my grandchildren just adore this cornbread. But like if I want this much reheated, I throw it in my air fryer and it heats up so good and it gets crusty again. So, no butter. Let me just look one more time, but I'm positive there's not. No butter for Paula. Oh, I got that spray on stuff. I don't even know why I bought it, and I ain't not going to use it. I'm going to wait for the real deal. But please do try this, y'all. And, oh my gosh. And try it in listen to that crisp. Taste that, Teresa. Oh, my gracious. So good.
Yum.
Is that not delicious? I think you'll say that might be the best cornbread you've ever eaten.
Close. No, I like sweet. So
Well,
I would put a teeny tiny bit of sugar in it.
Okay, well, where I put salt because I like sweet and salty.
Mm-hmm.
But you could omit the salt and put more sugar. But you got the sweet from the sweet cream corn.
So good.
So you wouldn't need to add a whole bunch of sugar. And see, we like savory around here. If I'm going to make sweet cornbread, I'll just go ahead and make a cake and frost it. So, I'm sending you some love and best dishes out there. Y'all have a great day and enjoy your cornbread. Don't throw one bit of it away because it reheats beautifully.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.